Hi, I am Lou from Beach Life Wellness. Today we're gonna review your home easy exercises, and we're going to start with the warm-up. The warm-up is super simple. The only thing you have to do is just march on your own place and move your arms in circles. You can do one circle to the front, one circle to the back, or two circles to the front and two circles to the back. Okay, so I can go one circle, then one circle, or I can go two circles and two circles. I like two circles because it gives you a little more range of motion, and you're gonna do this for the time that I'm gonna write on your chart. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to do the stretches. Stretches are very easy, simple. The first one is called split sun salutations. So we're going to put one leg in the front, one leg in the back, both arms up. I'm going to try to bring my arms back like this, like open it up like an angel. I don't want to bring my arms forward, always back, all the way up here. Kind of like stretching, like if I want to reach the ceiling, and then inhale, exhale, and then all the way down, and try to go as slow as you can. Okay, you want to stay for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then you switch to the other leg. The other leg goes in the front. Now both arms up, inhale, exhale, and down. Okay, if we're sideways, looks like this. I'm here, I go both arms up, inhale, exhale, and down. And then I switch, same deal. Both arms up and down. The second stretch is called straight sun salutations. So straight sun salutations, very similar to the first one, but now we're not going to split our feet. We're going to have our legs together in just one position, all straight. We go up, inhale, exhale, and down. Then just roll your back up slowly. From this angle, both arms up. Inhale, exhale, and down. And then from here, look how I roll my back up slowly. Okay? The third exercise is called side stretches. Side stretches, very simple. You separate your feet about 1.5 feet or so you have balance. And then I like to put my hand here, and I'm gonna bring my arm up and stretch that way. I don't want my arm here. I want my arm up on top of my head. Another variation here, you can grab your head and pull with your head. That stretches the rib cage even better, right there. Then 5-10 seconds, then I switch to the other side, same deal. Go here, I can grab my head, and I can pull if you like. If not, just right here is fine. And the fourth stretch is torso twist. So torso twist, basically what it is I'm gonna have one leg in the front, one leg in the back, and I'm gonna go right behind my elbow, and I'm gonna pull my arm into that direction. So I'm going on top of my front foot. I don't wanna go here. The correct way is right here. 5-10 seconds, then I switch to the other leg. I go right under and I pull. I help this with my other arm. Just pull and twist. 5-10 seconds, and that's it. Those are the 4 basic stretches on your program. See you later. All right, so what we're gonna do next is actually what I call the active rest, okay? Active rest can be also used like as a light cardio. And these are exercises that you're gonna be doing in between resistance training. So once you get to your progressions, you will see these 3 different active rest exercises that we're gonna be doing. The first one is called march and breathe. So march and breathe is super simple. The only thing you do is just march here and just breathe, you know, and try to recover from the exercise, resistance exercise that you just did. So you can do different types of breathing. You can breathe all the way in, all the way out. You can do it in trios, like you can do it in duos. So it really don't matter how you do it. What is important is that you want to recover. You can also, if you want to do like a little cardio or add a little bit of weights to it, you can grab a pair of weights and you can do your march and breathe with weights. You know, kind of like bicep curls, march and breathe. If you're too tired, just slow down, right? And just go a little slower. But try always to do your timing. So the time is going to be written on your chart, whether it's 30 seconds, a minute, or 2. So you'll have it right there on your chart. All right. So the second active rest exercise that I want to do is called side to side jacks. So it's kind of like a jumping jack, but you're not going to be jumping like this. What you do is you go sideways. Go 1, 2. 1, 2. That's it. Super simple. Okay, now you also have the option to add weights, like the very first exercise we did, our first active rest exercise. And you can go like here, 1 and 2. If you want to use weights, that'll be fine. And you can do that as well. So this is the way you do it. You don't go too high, you don't go too low. It's just about your shoulder high. All right, that's it. All right, so the third one that I want to do for your active rest or light cardio is called lunge jacks. I don't know where you're gonna see this exercise. You might see it on your first progression, second, third, or fourth, or fifth if you have more progressions than 4. But basically, I'm gonna show you how to do it. So lunge jacks are super simple. It's like when I don't know if you've ever done this move, you know. So it's kind of like that, but you're not gonna be jumping. You're basically gonna be moving like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. If you notice, I'm going opposites. So I'm going opposite leg to my opposite arm, right? But I can also do same arm, same leg. So I can go like this as well. That won't be a problem. And the idea is to always go backwards. So I don't want to go forward. I actually want to go backwards. Okay? So I'm going to be doing this as an active rest or light cardio. Another option I have is also to add weights if I like to. The weight amount will be recommended on your training session, but basically I can just go here and go 1, 2. Notice that I'm doing same leg, same arm. Or I can go opposites. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. And the amount of time that you will do on this exercise will be also written on your chart. All right, so now we're going on to progression 1. So for progression 1, the first exercise we're gonna do is called alternating back kicks. So it's super simple. I'm gonna bend down my body a little bit, and the idea is to kick as high as you can. Okay, you kick straight leg as high as you can. Okay, right now, as you can see, I'm doing 1 kick per leg, but you know, we can do 2 kicks per leg or up to 3 kicks per leg. So We will determine that on your chart if you do 1, 2, or 3 and how many reps, okay? Remember that the reps are counted, are kind of like double. So for example, if I tell you to do 5 reps, you have to go this and this is 1. 1, 2, that's 2. 1, 2, that's 3. If you do 2 kicks, you go 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's 1, and so on and so forth. So that will be your first exercise for progression 1. It's called alternating back kicks. All right, so the next exercise on progression 1, it's called chair push-ups. And actually you will see this exercise also on other progressions. On progression 2, 3, and 4, you might see this exercise as well, depending which progressions are the ones that we write for you. But it's a super simple exercise also. The idea on this exercise is that I want my chest between my hands at all times. So I don't want to go like this. I can do that without my hands, right? I don't want to go all the way forward like this to my belly bottom. What I want to do is I want my chest between my hands, right there. Okay, this is the correct way to do the exercise. If I want to increase the resistance, I'm going to walk back a little more, and this is where I do it. Right here. Okay, and if I want to decrease the resistance, I just walk forward, but always chest between hands. That's something very important to remember. I can use my chair, and I can use a countertop, I can even use a wall. Just make sure if you use a chair, make sure that this chair it's on a carpet, like in this case, or has rubber feet if you're on floors. You don't want plastic on floors because it might slide, and that's not good, okay? The other thing that you can do also is, let's say if you don't have any of those, or your chair have plastic feet and you are on a floor that is slippery, like tile or wood floors, you can put your chair against the wall. So if I have a wall right here, then the chair is not going to slide, and I can do my exercises right there. Okay, let's go to the next one now. All right, so the next exercise for progression 1 is called alternating side out kicks. So what I do? Similar to alternating back kicks, but this time we're gonna kick sideways. And again, I can do 1 kick on each side, or I can do 2 kicks on each side, or I can do 3 kicks on each side. So for example, I go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or I can go 1, 2, 1, 2, or I can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna tell you the number on your chart, and remember that you always count doubles. So if I wanna, let's say I give you 10 reps, you go 1 and 1, that's 1. This and this, that's 2. That's 3. And you can apply the same theory to 2 kicks or 3 kicks. So I can go 1, 2, 1, 2, that will be 1, and so forth and so on. Okay, so now we're gonna do alternating leg crunches. Okay, so I'm here, I'm gonna sit closer to the edge, but not all the way out. That I don't want to slide out of the chair. So close to the edge, so I can create this leverage on with my upper body and lower body. So there is different ways to go here. The first one, which is probably the hardest one, right, is by lifting my legs, and then that's gonna create already a little bit of pressure on my stomach, so my stomach is gonna be engaged, and then I can go 1, 2, 1, 2, or if it's too hard, I can drop my feet on the ground and go 1, 2, 1, 2. So these are the alternating leg crunches. Now, if you feel that this is too easy for you, then you can try and do both. We will let you know that when we work with you on your training chart. Okay? All right, so we are getting into exercises for progression 2 now. So progression 2, we're gonna start with side in kicks. So right here, what I do, basically, I'm gonna be on my chair, but the idea is to kick this way. Now, if you had a hip replacement, you cannot do this exercise. We'll definitely let you know that when you are training with us, and it'll be written on your chart, okay? If you didn't have a hip replacement, you're good. You can do this one, no problem. So what I do is I'm gonna kick sideways, 1, 2, 3, for example, 1, 2, 3, or I can just do one kick, 1, and then switch, 2, 1, 2, or I can do 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll let you know how many you have to do on your chart. And remember, we always count doubles. So if we want to do one will be actually this and this. If we're kicking twice, one will be this plus this. So that will be 1. And it'll go so on and so forth, just like that. We'll let you know how many reps you have to do. That will be on your chart. Okay. Another exercise we're gonna do on progression 2 is alternating side knee-ups. So I'm gonna show it to you right here. The idea is to bring your knees up and high, like this. And again, I can go 1, 1. I can do 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay, you wanna use your chair if you need it. And we go, we can go 1, 2, 3. We can go here 1, 2, 3. So either if you do 1 or 2 or 3 on each leg, remember, every time you do both sides, you count 1. So I can go 1 and 1, that's 1. 1 and 1, that's 2. If I do 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, that's 1. And so on and so forth. Okay. All right. So the next one is another up workout for progression 2. So this one here is similar to the one that we did on progression 1, on the progression 1 exercises. The only difference is that instead of being a crunch, it's going to be a leg lift. So it's an alternating leg lift. Okay. So what we do here is we go either 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And remember, so every time we count both legs is 1, so that's 1, that's 2, okay? So in this case, we can we have 2 options actually. You know, one is starting with the legs, with the feet on the ground or your heels on the ground, and the other one is to start with your heels up. That's going to engage your stomach a little more. It's going to tighten it up better. So you can start right here and go 1 and 2. You see, even my voice changes when I do this, when I put my legs up. Good. And you know, or you can just go here. That's 1. I can do 2, for example. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, right? So we will let you know how many you have to do on your chart, but right here you have an idea on how to do this. Important, remember that you want always be a little out. So you want to slide out a little bit, not too much that you slide out of the chair, but enough so you can create that leverage, okay? Right here, it's very hard to do it and it puts pressure on your back. Right here is a lot better. See, I'm grabbing my chair also, okay? All right, so now we are on exercises for progression 3, okay? So the first exercise we're gonna do, we're gonna use the chair, but at first I wanna show you how to do this correctly. So we're gonna do chair squats. When I do my squats, I want to have my knees in the same direction than my feet. So I don't want my feet like this. I want my feet a little bit diagonal, okay? So kind of like right here. And when I do my squat, what I want to do is I want to throw my butt back right here. And my knees, if this is my foot, my knee doesn't want to be in front of my feet. My knees, which are up here, need to be behind my toes, okay? So I'm going to give you a quick demo here. So let's say I'm here, okay? So when I do my squat, look, I'm going to push my butt back. I can bring my arms forward for balance. You see my knees are behind my toes right there, and up, down and up. That's the right way to do the squats. And if I am facing you, you're gonna see that my feet are not pointing straight, are diagonal like this, and my knees are gonna go in that direction. So I go in that direction, I can stretch my arms for balance. My knees are behind my toes and up. Now I'm gonna use my chair. So my chair is just gonna help me be more stable. So right here, I can do that. Look, 1 and 2, okay? I will let you know on your chart if you need to go a little more deeper, or you don't have to go that deep. Squats, I can go just right here too. I don't have to sit all the way down, depending on what you're doing. You might go a little wider, a little less wider. We'll see what suits you better, okay? That will be written also on your chart. But that's the way to do the squats, okay? All right, so the next exercise is side to side chair squats. So basically, let's say that I don't have the chair next to me, okay? So the idea is I go to one side, do my squat, then I go to the other side, do my squat. That's all it is. 1, 2. So when we use the chair, you know, it's just to help us with our balance and to create like a start point that also help us doing the exercise better. So we go here, 1 and 2. It's exactly the same as you do with your regular squats that we also show and demo on this video, but just gonna go side to side, that's all. Just like that. All right, so now we are on progression 4. So the first exercise that is different from the others that we're going to review on progression 4 is called chair lunges. Chair lunges is super easy. What I want to do is I want to start close to my chair. I'm going to use my chair as a point of a start point, you know, or as a point of reference. So from here I go back, see my body goes straight down and then switch. My body goes straight down and then switch. This is the correct way to do the exercise. Anything else that doesn't look like this is not good. So you wanna continue with a good form. Now, how deep you're gonna go, you can go a little less deep, right here. Or you can go a little more deep, right there. I will let you know how deep you are gonna be going, and this depends, you know, how you feel, if you're starting or not, how your knees are and things like that. We will review that on your chart. All right, so the last exercise on progression 4 that we're gonna learn is the calf raises. So basically calf raises, super simple. You're gonna stand straight, okay? And then I would just want to go up on my tippy toes and down. Up on my tippy toes and down. That's it. You can use your chair, you know, for a little better balance. You can always have your chair and just, you don't have to touch it. You just go up and down, But if you need it, you have it right there. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay? From the side, looks like this. Up and down, up and down, up and down. And I'm gonna let you know how many reps you will be doing of those. All right, thank you, and I hope you enjoy these videos and help you doing your workout a little bit better. You can always give us a call and we will help you from there. Okay, have a nice